Hi, Karina Gardner here, and today in my Learn to be a Designer course series, we're going to make a Christmas tree. Well, an evergreen tree. We're not going to decorate it. We're just going to make the basics of the tree. And I think this will help so many of you who are just trying to figure out the fundamentals of how Illustrator works. I think it's going to really help you so that you can get a feel for it and what you can really do with it. I use little shapes like the ones I've been making the last few weeks, which if you haven't checked out, you need to check out at youtube.com/Karina Gardner. And all of the things I've been making, broomsticks, shoes, leaves, like these things are things that I use and make all the time for invitations for my own family, for silhouette projects, and more. So hopefully this helps you a lot. All right, so we're gonna start by making a tree. Now, the tough part about this is there are so many different ways to do this. So we're gonna do a very, very simple tree today. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it from a square. So come over to your ellipse tool. Actually, it should be the rectangle tool on top. I had my ellipse tool open, but you'll have your rectangle tool. So I'm gonna hold down my shift key and pull on that rectangle. And then I'm gonna just change my fill and stroke. Right now it's got white in the middle and black on the outside. We just want a black filled object. So come over here to swap fill and stroke and then click your none below with your stroke in the front so we can get rid of the stroke line. So now we should just have this great fill. And then we're going to rotate this around. I'm going to do it with my selection tool. Click on your selection tool, hold down the shift key, rotate this around. Easy peasy, right? Okay, so now we're going to take another rectangle. I was going to say ellipse. Rectangle. You want a rectangle. We're going to create this really long big box just like that. So we're cutting it off to create this triangle, okay? So I'm going to grab my selection tool, select both of it, and we're going to trim away. So you need your Pathfinder tools for this. So go to Window, Pathfinder, and if you come down here to the bottom, second from the left is your trim button. Make sure you're selected on both the square and the rectangle, and we're going to trim that just like that. And once you've trimmed them, they're grouped together. So we need to do an object, ungroup, and I'm going to take this bottom piece and I'm just going to delete it. So I selected it and now I'm going to delete it. We have a triangle. Now here is the cool part. You can use this triangle as is, or let's make a couple more. Let's copy and paste it. So edit, copy, edit, paste, or you can take it and you can take it in and make it a different size like this, okay? Or you can copy and paste it and make it longer, wider, smaller, your choice. Super easy. Now let's change the colors of these. So I'm going to select this. If you double click on your fill, you can change it to any color you want. So I'm going to make this one blue. Oh, do you see that mine's gray? Okay, this is actually a great lesson. So I have a color window right here. If you don't have yours open, go to Window, Color, and we'll bring something up like this. Maybe yours is already in color, but for whatever reason, mine was set to grayscale. So if you come over here to this tiny little set of 3, and I click on it, you can see that it's chosen grayscale. I'm going to change it to RGB, and that will change it back to color, okay? So then I'm going to select this other one, double click. Let's choose a different shade of green. For whatever reason, we're still in grayscale. Change it to RGB, okay? And maybe it's just doing that because I built them while in a grayscale, and that's okay. And then same deal over here. If I click on it, you can see that the color is still grayscale. Go ahead and change that to RGB. You could choose from down here if you wanted, or double click on the fill. I like the control and being able to see what's going on when I click on it right here. So I like that big color picker. Okay, the last thing we need to do is add trunks. Now, I'm just going to take my rectangle tool, super easy, and I'm going to create these long trunks for these, okay? And that's it. Okay, now, we don't want to leave them this way, right? In fact, what we want to do is we probably want to center each of them and we want to turn them all to a shade of brown. So I'm going to select both of these and I'm going to center align them. Now my aligns are up here at the top. If yours is not showing up, go to Window, Align, and you'll get this Align window. So you can just horizontally align all of these. Just select on both of them and align them. Then the next thing I'm going to do is grab all of these trunks and I'm going to push them to the back. So select all of them and do an Object Arrange, Send to the back, just like that. And then let's line them all up at the bottom so they're all the same size. And then we're going to change them to a shade of brown. Maybe you want to change it to a shade of blue. Whatever floats your boat. I'm going to double click on the fill and find some kind of happy medium brown to add to this and then push OK. And look at that. In less than, I don't know, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, we just created 3 evergreens. So easy. Okay, if you have not signed up for my free Intro to Illustrator course, you need to. It's totally free. It's on my website at karinagardner.com. And I'd love to have you there so you can learn more about Illustrator. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.